Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Blessings to everybody. So when we start the process of becoming a good person, and when we, let's say, reach that, that we are not harmful to ourselves and we're not harmful to others, that we wish for the other what we wish for ourselves. These very basic properties, when we master them, and let's say you are living in a kind of pure condition, you live a simple life, no? All these things, then there is this point that you will come in contact with the source. And it is said that when you do sincerely devotional practicing for 40 days, that has been mentioned in the Holy Scriptures by the 40 days of Jesus in the desert, by 40 days of Moses on the Mount Sinai, by endless, numerous sages and masters, that they secluded themselves in different time spans. But there is a secret with these 40 days, no? So, then you will be in contact with the source. And what happens then is that no matter what happens to you in this world, what we say in this Maya, in this dunya, no, it will not really change anything, because you find out that there is only the source. There is nothing else. And our greatest desire in life is not that we love somebody, or that we get love, that we receive love, or that we are wealthy, or that we are in a good situation. Our greatest desire, that you will find out is hidden, is that we want to serve this great source, this spirit. That is our absolute greatest desire. Our purpose, our highest purpose, that we just want to be in the presence of this source that is the supreme love, that is the supreme intelligence, that is the supreme knowledge. And we want to be part of it. And this is why so often there is this image or this allegory about the drop and the ocean. Yeah. So as long as we are the drop consciousness, is our personality, right? That separates us to every other person in this world, to every other being in this world. There is you, or there is me, and there is you. Yeah. So when the drop comes into the ocean, you become part of that ocean. You be there, and you want to do what the ocean does. And the ocean basically takes care that everything can develop harmoniously, that absolutely every being, no matter what being it is from animal to the stones, to the minerals, to the plants, all of them are permanently in a process of evolution. So the meaning, let's say, if the divine has a purpose, It is about that. It is constant evolution, harmonious evolution. It is constantly expanding. It is constantly reaching more and more and more. And there can be no way to describe it because it is already infinite. But we know by science that our universe expands, keeps on expanding. And what is the mind breaker is to where? Where does this universe expand, right? So there, it shows somehow that there is something greater than all that we can see and find just by that simple fact, because this is physics, this is hardcore physics, and there is no doubt that this happens. Yeah. So the same happens to us when there is a process of awakening. It is not final. It is not something that you just reach and then you are there and you are on the top of the mountain. That's not how it goes. From the top of the mountain, you expand into the heaven. From the heaven, you go outside the atmosphere. From there, you go and maybe explore other galaxies, or first this galaxy, then other galaxies. And that is only the outside, but inside it's the same. The inside and the outside fall together. Yeah. They are not any longer separate. All unifies in that moment. Now we have inside and we have outside. And because only this we can survive mentally in the personal structure. Yeah. We need to have limits. We need to have boundaries. We need to have those things. Otherwise, we would go mad, most of us. But in the divine state, there is not such a thing. There is not. This boundary is limitless. It is just beyond any number. It has no number. It cannot be described in the human laws. And now here we have to learn, if we say so, to maintain our mind, to maintain our emotions, to maintain our physical body on a level that is healthy for yourself and for everybody around you. That is basically it. And how to maintain this? It is written down. It is laid down in all the scriptures. Now, there is this funny behavior among religious people that is not an old behavior, it's a very new one. That finally they came to a point, they said, we know, what we know is the final knowledge, and what the other know, it is not relevant to us, because we have been given this prophet, or we have been given this path, and that is all included. But in the beginning, when Sufism was starting to be built up, they were walking to China, they were going in every place of the world. And whenever it was said there is a wise person, they would go and sit with them. And they would be generous to each other. They would share their knowledges. And this is how it became so huge. No? Because that is, again, evolution. Yeah. Evolution can only happen through sharing. Yeah. And evolution doesn't mean that the strongest survives, or the most intelligent survives. That is human thought. That is ego thought. But evolution in the divine is that everything just develops harmoniously. There is no better or lower. And the work, the basic work, is to discern, to distinguish what is healthy for you and what is not healthy for you, and who you I need to be taught what is healthy for you. You know what is healthy for you, at least in the physical world. Then maybe in your relationships, it's a little different. And funny enough, also in our mind. But when you have this intention to ascend, to awaken, it will be given to you. You either meet the right people or you get the right text at the right moment. There will be always help, because that is what the source does. It is helping, caring, supporting, loving, feeding. This is what the source does. So do not despair in these times of transition. Don't take it to your heart, because at the end, all comes out good. It cannot never fail. And that is the best news I can give to you. The divine never fails. Yeah, it is always acting in absolute supreme perfection. So thank you very much for your time, and see you next time. All the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.